And let's see if the rookie can pay Johanne Defay back in their matchup. It just got underway. Johanne Defay out in the pink jersey, Brisa Hennessy in the blue jersey. And we're going to start with Brisa Hennessy, who comes, just slips, the front foot slips, and she just takes an awkward fall there, but still plenty time on the clock ticking down. Johanne Defay. Nice looking right. Smooth little check turn cut back. The wave steepens up on the inside, lines up another carve for Defay, and she kicks out.
They won it and they're fired up, and so I definitely, there's no foot off the pedal at all, so I know I have a lot of work to do.
Exciting. And looking at the rest of today, what does your free time look like? Training for competition, but trying to keep it loose as well.
What I'm taking away from that interview, Peter, is the ability to shut off, which is really important because you can't stay on all the time. It'll wear on you as a competitor.
Yeah, well, I mean, you figure the job done for the day. You don't need to pay attention to too much what's going on as far as, you know, who you're going to be coming up against until the next time you're going to have to switch it back on. That's why the family is so important to bring along with you. Beautiful one-turn combo there for, that's not a one-turn combo, it is a one-turn wave for Johanne Defay. Explaining why. Okay, so we're going to see a lot of one maneuver waves. We'll get back to that. Looks like some live action about to happen.
Here goes Hennessy. Winds up off the bottom and almost finishes. Was that complete, Peter?
No, I would say no. Control was a little bit off. She started to kind of lean one direction and then kind of jump off as a way to kind of almost disguise. So this is a big heat for her to try and keep that momentum up and make sure that she stays in that top 10.
Here we go with Brisa. Nice little snap. Some foam to deal with here. Settles for a floater to finish, but likely going to be her best number. Previous wave score, a 1.07 for Brisa Hennessy. She's looking for a 5.26 to take the lead.
Obviously, you want to have those combination maneuvers, but the quality of these maneuvers out on the face a little bit. Then she gets into this foamy water, very difficult. Just the floater there. It's going to be her best wave, but probably fairly similar to the best wave of Johanne Defay. And I was talking about quality of single maneuvers because you're going to have to start to dissect that with conditions the way they are today.
Let's continue on the equipment conversation that we had earlier, Pete. But actually, we're going to hold that conversation because Johanne Defay finds herself a left, banks it off the top, just gets that one maneuver. But we're talking about just one maneuver and maybe switching to a groveler or a EPS type of construction. You need a board that's going to come up to speed very fast when you have this little opportunity and little open wave.
Maybe there's more lefts in this area that you've seen when you were watching.
Here we go with Brisa. She identifies a left. Has to get around that white water, is unable to do so. So that's not going to help her cause against Johanne Defay. Johanne Defay now with first priority and moves over to the bank that Brisa was sitting on.
I mean, this overview is really nice too because you can get a kind of a true look at it. It is fairly straight. There isn't a distinct zone where you're like, oh, there's where the bank is. It may change and that might get more identified later, but right now it seems like kind of a lucky dip in regards to where to sit on the beach.
So we just caught up with this ride here for Brisa Hennessy.
Smaller wave, but beautiful turn. 1.9 here, so.
This just happened. Correction.
Yeah, just one lipper there. Wouldn't say that's going to be a real number changer for her. Dealing with the battle of threes as we watch now. Brisa gets a little snap and a tap and a fall.
It's a replay of Johanne Defay. She surfed her way to a 3.70 here.
It's just been evident in my eyes throughout this season.
Good looking wave here for Brisa Hennessy. And she gets a two-turn combo. 3.93 is her number, Pete. She did a good job of identifying that wave and surfing it as well.
You know, Brisa's on her full first time, so it's unique in the sense that we've changed the format a bit.
Hennessy. And can she go complete? Stays low and gets the completion. So the judges are going to owe us 2 scores for Brisa Hennessy, making quick work back-to-back and challenging Johanne Defay.
So that was unique because I think she didn't have priority at that time.
Yeah.
And out of position was Johanne Defay for the set wave. She looked down there, said, okay, I'm not really going to block her on just a closeout. But Brisa's going to better her a number here because it feels like that was a bigger wave. And she was that full connection with the lip.
14 minutes and 25 seconds remaining. Brisa continues to surf through here. Finds another wave. Winds up off the bottom, goes for a float for that first section. And finds another little section there before kicking out. Not quite a closing maneuver. So a couple of scores still owed to us. Brisa Hennessy getting busy in the back half of this heat. Brisa breaking away from Johanne Defay's priority and finds another right-hander, hooks off the top there. More opportunity down the line, throws it up second time into the lip. So I like the fact that Brisa Hennessy is staying very busy right now, and she's going to continue to apply pressure on Johanne Defay, Pete.
Watch again, smaller wave, but it had the corner on it. So she gets the one turn done here, and the float. You know, the quality of that second maneuver, not super great, as well as even the first maneuver was more out in the face, so probably did not factor into her top two.
Johanne Defay trying to fight back here, and she feels it.
4.54, I would say no. The quality of that maneuver, again, got there early, didn't get that really nice deep bottom turn in it. And then if you're going to go for that single maneuver, it has to be one done hard in the lip.
No lip glide for Brisa Hennessy. She utilized her priority over Johanne Defay, so maybe more of a defensive maneuver at that point than an offensive maneuver. That wave didn't really offer a lot of open face.
You know, she's been in this predicament before. She's been chasing Carissa Moore. She's been chasing Stephanie Gilmore. She knows what she has to do.
Split peak, we're going to stick with Brisa Hennessy on the left-hander, getting a couple of backhand.
Left here, I don't see it going upwards of the 4 points she's already carrying for Brisa to add to her 2-point total. But watching this wave here, beautiful first snap, straight back into the next turn. So 2 turns with some drift of the tail.
New requirement for Johanne Defay, a 5.04. Here is Johanne again. Close out re-entry. So we're going to look for 2 scores for our judges for Johanne Defay. 2 opportunities to retake the lead from Brisa Hennessy.
Like that turn there for Brisa, so it feels like that one's going to be even better. And then this turn, tagging it and flow out of the maneuver. As we watch again the replay of this last one underneath the hook. So this is actually a very critical.
3 minutes 45 seconds counting down. Hennessy's chasing a 5.7. Here we go with Brisa. Tapered wall, she gets a snap there, has to bounce over this inside section, steepens up. Closeout re-entry, can she hang on? Important fin, get out of it, goes incomplete on that final maneuver. Johanne Defay on the backhand, however, nice hook, one of her weapons, her backhand hook. She kicks out.
No change there for either surfer in my eyes. This is the important part of it, event that we canceled.
Yeah,
right?
Western Australia.
In Western Australia. Here
Opportunity.
we go.
Backhand float, puts it down. Was that enough for 5.7, however?
No, I don't think so, Kaipo. Unfortunately, Brisa. And now the even Steven for these 2 surfers.
2 women making their way to the beach, and quarterfinals are set. It is going to be Carissa Moore versus Johanne Defay.
Qualification for Johanne Defay, most likely there, of getting over Brisa Hennessy, going to extend her lead in that 9th and 10th positions on the Jeep leaderboard.
And there's the digits that we finished up with. 6.83 for a high for Johanne Defay. We'll be back with more action here for the women on the championship tour. MEO Rip Curl Pro.